Welcome back to A Link Between Worlds. Previously, we finished up Turtle Rock. Today, we're doing some exploration before we go to the Swamp Palace next time, including looking a little bit more around Lorule.
This place looks like hell.
Well, it's kind of been going through hell.
Did they ever explain what happened to make this place all sad? Because I have an idea. I know why because of spoilers, but like, I'm just wondering if they've explained it yet.
I don't think they have.
Yeah, I believe it comes in all at like the end of the story.
Yeah, just sort of all on you.
But yeah, all so far we know is that something went wrong, Lorule is sad, Hyrule is happy. Yuga's weird.
And Hilda's purple.
Yes.
Checking every tree, because I do enjoy me some money. And a bee.
And a bee.
There are portals in some very strange places.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a portal, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think it takes me anywhere new. I think that's one of the few places where you can actually transition between two parts of Lorule without having to go through a portal. Just cross that barrier.
Huh. Where does it take you, though? Or do you not know that?
Just into this cave, where there's a Cyclops. Or a Hinox.
It's a secret to everyone.
Now, in exchange for leaving alone, he gives you some money. I could refuse it, though, and he'll keep giving me money. Ultimately, he just gives you money, and he's very sad at you.
He even said it! Yay!
All you get is money. I did fully extort him when I played, and I wanted to see what else would happen, and he's just sort of like, yeah, thanks. And that's it. It's not that spectacular.
So this game teaches you to be a money-grubbing scoundrel.
Sorta.
Ooh. I like to imagine that you run out of stamina in the middle of that portal, and then you become flesh, and then crushed. Ooh, I haven't heard of this song.
There's a lot of Maiamais we're gonna be getting. Because upgrades are lovely.
You should just call this the seafood episode.
I would if I hadn't literally written out every banner for every episode already.
Yeah. That's always the issue with preparing ahead of time.
Well, this LP has been in preparation for a long, long time, and I only started it in January.
How the hell did we not see you before?
Yeah. There's still one more in this little province.
There's a whole sector that we haven't seen yet.
Or if anything that I just haven't... No, we've been there yet. I just haven't picked up any of the Maiamais there. Or very late... Holy shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot how fucked up these guys were. I didn't know they had turtle shells, like in the fucking SNES version, they're just Cyclopses. You don't even see anything past their head.
They're kind of tough.
Oh yeah. It also doesn't help that you only have level 3 sword.
There's one more. I get something from killing all of them.
I was gonna say, are we being rewarded for murder? Oh, nice.
We get very rewarded for murder.
It's just $100, isn't it? Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, is it a big one? No.
Still nice.
Yeah. Especially if you die again.
Nope, can't get back there.
If only Yuga made you out of oil paints, then you wouldn't have to worry. Instead, you're just a shitty chalk drawing.
And there's the last one. That's probably one of the first sectors of the game where we've gotten all the Maiamais. Oh, man.
Ooh, ma. That's gonna hurt. Aw, come on.
Ah, you can get around your shield. I can't get around your poker. There we go. For some reason, I hadn't talked to this crow yet.
It's not living, though. You can't really talk to it.
But it could still pester me about going to sleep. Ooh, hidden thing. Oh man, this is the second most annoying treasure room.
Lest you be dashing. Oh, good.
This is a very tight Pegasus Boots puzzle. With a whole lot of little layers, and it's very easy to fall. Like that.
Ooh.
Eventually, I realized the best way to do it is just to cheat, use the bombs.
Yeah. Or is that intended? Oh.
I don't know, it's hard to tell. But I did that way long before I figured out just use the bombs.
That's a nice dash you got there, bro.
You move so fast, but then everything's slow for me.
No, I was gonna mention this earlier. I'm a little sad that they didn't keep the old drop animation from Link to the Past, where you just kind of slowly disappear into a little twinkle. But I guess with 3D, you kind of gotta show off everything, don't you? That, and I don't think the camera really lends itself to that, does it?
Not so much.
Take her to Mother Maiamai, won't you? Nah.
Will you?
Nah. Oh, shit. I finally figured out what this reminds me of. Link's Awakening DX, when you had to do the shitty 20 collecting the seashells things. This is what that reminds me of.
Oh, here.
Except it's like 100 now.
And a good idea.
Is it really?
It takes a long time, but the upgrades are awesome.
I feel like you could cut it down by half, maybe.
Probably. 100 is a bit much.
This will be the quest where I'd be like, I'll never do this. Bye, Mom.
What's the logic behind the cloth-wrapped poker?
I remember mentioning this before. I thought it was the logic of censorship back in the day prevented some violence being in games, so the localization put little poker things in there so kids could play this game, but not only was that debunked by the fact that both incarnations of this game have a spear. Yeah, that's where I'm going with this. It's supposed to be like a training poke thing, like when you do sparring with martial weapons for a spear, you just have a cloth at the end of the stick. But I don't know why this Moblin has it. Maybe Ganondorf just didn't like him.
Also begs the question of why it works against me.
Have you ever been hit by the end of a stick? Still fucking hurts.
Well, I don't think it would do damage, necessarily.
You say that, but in college I took Japanese fencing class. I got hit pretty good by a guy from the military by one of those, and I think I had a bruise there for a good 5 days.
Look who it is! It's the girl we saved from the thief's dungeon.
Oh, hey! Hi there!
She's hiding out here as a fox.
She learned lessons from, what's your name?
Cafe.
Cafe, yes. I knew it was some kind of eatery.
It could be a reference to that, actually, because there is a Majora's Mask in your house. And she's hiding away behind a fox mask.
What's it with all this secret to everybody thing? It's like I'm back in Zelda 1. This is awesome.
They do it a little too much in this game.
Yeah. I think it's mainly because they're like, okay, we got all these secret chambers, might as well be a little cheeky with it. Why not?
So the Swamp Dungeon is a little different from the Link to the Past version, but it does have a similar setup in that we need to drain the water outside in order to get in.
Ah.
But in order to get in, we need a much bigger bomb than what we have.
Did anybody else hear that trumpet sound? I heard a brak.
That's what the cow dudes sound like.
Cow dudes? Oh, moblins. At least I think they're moblins.
They're not moblins, they're something else. I just call them cow dudes. The moblins are the ones that look like bulldogs.
Oh man, are we gonna get a shovel now?
Nope, we're gonna play baseball.
I'm sorry?
You should be. I hate this.
Let's just sit on the sidelines and watch and then just kind of leave at the 7th inning because the game's getting boring anyways.
It got to that, I had to play this game way too damn much.
I've been to one baseball game my entire life when I was like 14, I think. And we actually left at the 7th inning because everybody was like, can we go home now? Oh no.
You need to use a control stick in order to adjust where the ball goes. There are some tricks to this. Hitting the crow as it passes gives you more rupees, like just immediately. The little jars in the back, if you hit one, you only get 1 rupee, but the golden jars give you even more. Although, you do want to keep hitting jars because the more you hit, the more crows show up. So it's just a matter of just keep swinging. If you need to recover jars, just hit one of the crabs and all of them recover.
Can you directly aim where things go? Is this a RNG thing? Sure doesn't look it.
It's very difficult.
Perfect.
So like you use a control stick to adjust how high or how low the ball's gonna hit when it flies, and then you press A to swing. You have a finite amount of balls that the dude's gonna spit at you.
You've hit me 3 times. I'm gonna deduct your reward by 60%.
I think I made a profit there at least.
It was 50 to play, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, go away, kid. There's no leagues here. This is Depression Town.
I leave now, but I do have to come back later in order to get a heart piece from this fucking game.
Ugh. I think I would have preferred the depressing area where the kid gives you his ocarina and then dies. Nice.
I would prefer it too, because at least I would care.
Yeah, we got a 6 shovel out of it too.
Another giant cracked rock.
We have big bombs, don't we? Wouldn't that work?
No, we need an even bigger bomb.
Oh, good. Let's just, you know, beat Dungeon 7 again, get the shop owner to come by. Oh, well, never mind.
That looks like a big enough bomb. Hello, Mr. What?
You know, you're not the dude from Twilight Princess, so I don't find myself caring as much. Who are you?
It's the bomb shop man. He doesn't sell you bombs, but he lets you borrow his big bomb. Only have to pay for it once, which is nice, because we're going to be using it a lot.
You want to know the big bomb's power?
It's a big bomb.
My mic didn't catch it, but that was the sound of my face impacting my hand.
Do you want to know the power of the big bomb? Ignites it. We talked a lot.
I wish I could just drop a bomb in here and then watch it turn into a beautiful pyroclasm. I think that's kind of why I like the bomb dude from Twilight Princess, because he understood the risk of being a bombman and was prepared.
With his high heels.
And his buckets of water every what?
Yep, it just follows us around.
Oh. See, I thought that was just a graphical limitation for the SNES, but this is like, what?
Then you swipe it, it explodes. And then it grows back here. And there are several places where you can blow it up and open up a new area. Not just the dungeon.
Oh, because it's blocking the dungeon entrance. Okay, that's clever.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your bottom right screen half the time, and whenever you're like one of those mini cutscenes, it like puts a little no icon on the bell, like, no, you can't summon the cool witch.
We can't bring her in here to make this interesting.
Is she still missing?
Yep.
Okay.
So remember how I mentioned that last treasure room was the second most annoying one?
This is the first.
This is the first. This is treasure where we need to grab a Kuko and jump down there. There are all these fans blowing and all these really tiny platforms that we need to land on.
Good luck, skeleton.
You turn anywhere, the Kuko decides to start flying in that direction. I managed to grab the 20 at the start.
Oh, please don't go for the 5-er.
Well, I want everything.
Oh, that's a 50, never mind. I thought that was just a lazy-ass 5-er.
This is a lot of what happens. Every time you go down there and go through a portal, when you're carrying a chicken, that chicken disappears.
Ah.
So there are cases where, like, you have to leave the area and come back to reset it, and then that happens.
I was half expecting the chickens to just stay on the bottom, and then all of a sudden you just have this pen of chickens at the bottom.
The most annoying thing about it is that the fan catches you and shoves you into the void. Like, it doesn't redirect your momentum or anything. It kills you.
Let me take you to the loving embrace of death. Is that a chicken on the 100?
Yes, I managed to drop a chicken, but I didn't land on it.
It's mine now, fucker.
Goodbye. I can't pick it up. There we go. Goodbye. And me too.
Oh, they do keep the little twinkle. Nice.
Which is why I was hanging out here with an entire flock of them.
How am I not dead yet? I don't understand.
Come back here. Kind of an interesting puzzle. I know they did that. I think they did that in A Link to the Past, where, like, you'd go to the Dark World in a lower patch, and then you would show up in the Light World on a higher patch of ground, and then you'd be able to get around a new place that way.
That was the third amulet before you figure out how to teleport things. That's in Death Mountain.
Oh yeah, the Spectacle Rock, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised you actually remember the name, because I sure don't.
I'm kind of surprised too. I just remember it because it looked like eyes.
Oh yeah, huh. I actually never thought about that.
And I think I remember it because they don't do anything with it in this game. It's just there.
Hey, remember this place? Fuck it.
I can't get around that way. So I need to be extra careful because I think the enemies can trigger the bomb themselves.
I think that's what I was afraid of when I was doing the Link to the Past stream. Oh, I see. Okay, there is a difference between moblins and cowlins. There's a name for them, I just don't know it.
Moblins and goblins.
Actually, I think it's more of a case of there's a name for them, I just don't give a shit.
That's more accurate. No, get out of here.
I want to destroy your fun. What the hell is it?
Same amount of arrows for all of them. There it is.
Okay, there you are.
Blowing that up drains it, and then I need to use a hook shot to get across.
There's a lot of pikes in the ground that we're not hammering.
Well, we don't really need to hammer them. We use those as hookshot targets.
Oh, okay. They look almost exactly the same.
I think you can use the hammer on it, just not very smart.
No.
I've been playing for a while because of your shitty minigames.
I like how you say that as Link's head turns to him.